Hi, this is Shaman Weaver Sheila Baker, and I'm here with my pal Ray Couture.
Oh, my pal.
And we're talking about solstice. And the reason that I'm leaning in is because when it's winter time, we think about getting together, we think about being in community. And so I'm leaning in because I want to know what else is a solstice all about.
What else is the solstice about? That's it to a T. Bring ourselves together, support one another's ability to survive, enhance it, if you will.
And thrive.
And remember that as a people, as individual human beings, it's our obligation to assist one another. It's that time of year to remember that in action as well as words.
Well, I love the word remember because our body has different members. I have arms and legs and lips, and when we remember, we bring it all back together. And we put also an emotion into that. You know, and wintertime is one of those emotions where there's trepidation because you see people that you haven't seen for a while and maybe don't want to. But we but we come together with them anyway, right? Because we do it out of love, not out of our minds.
Well, it's a physical remembering.
Yes.
It's bringing the members back together, remembering. Putting, a family back together is like putting an arms back on, remember those little dolls where you could pick the legs off and...
Well, I'm not going to say yes because then everyone will know
how
old I am.
Oh, now people know I used to play with dolls.
Yeah, see?
No, but you had the idea.
Is that what it's also about, is outing yourself? Becoming okay with who you are? And walking into your community with that? Being whole and healthy and happy?
Yeah, you come back to your family and you say, this is who I am. And who I am is something that I'm going to celebrate together with you.
Yes.
Because who I am is who you are. When you get down to the spiritual core of what this time of year really is all about. It's the end of fear. It's the beginning of hope because it's time to plant seeds. The Latin word solstice means sun standing still. So it is time for us to take a pause.
A breath even.
Stand still, a breath, a meditational, whatever you want to call it. Get in place and be ready to receive the blessings of the season.
Presents, right?
Presents. Wrapped and unwrapped.
Well, seen and unseen, And some of those going backs to reuniting with people that maybe you haven't seen for a year, maybe, maybe you've never even met, but they're now going to be part of your family or part of your community and showing up fully present. That's such an incredible gift.
It's a great gift, but it's also a time to remember who is no longer present.
The ancestors.
Not only the ancestors, but let's say a friend of yours or a family member passed away during the year. Bring them into the celebration. I think the people in California have to really bring these people out of their paradise that got burned and bring these people into their prayers and their hope and their hearts. It's really what community is all about.
Yeah, and it's that lighting the fire of remembrance.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I think typically about this time of year is that there's a lot of dishes that get made that so-and-so liked. And so we make this dish, whether it's the turkey stuffing or the, the squash turkey or whatever it is, and we bring that forward. Sometimes I think we do that unconsciously. So we already know that. That's part of our innate knowing is bringing that forward. But we're now we're talking about making it conscious.
Well, sure, because it started with the Paleolithic era in human development. Not the Cambrian explosion, but the idea of storing up food. It's like people were just gorging to be able to get through the winter. They were increasing the fat intake. It was a natural response of the time.
Oh,
And
we
it's been
still
turned,
have that.
yeah, we still do
Yeah.
it. Yeah. We do it differently, and we're a little bit more blasé about it, so to speak, but we shouldn't be.
Oh, not me. I'm just like, yeah.
And of course,
Pay attention to what you eat.
and you know, this happens not because of the sun, but because of Mama Earth. She's got an angle here,
Oh,
23 and a half
yes.
degrees.
Yes.
And as she wobbles through that, hey, it is summertime in the Southern Hemisphere, not wintertime.
But not here.
No. Well, here is where? We're on planet Earth. So it's the shortest, shortest day of the year. The
Depending on where you are.
The longest night here
Uh-huh.
and the longest day there in the Southern Hemisphere.
Balance.
Balance is the word. That's why the wobble is important, because without that balance, the wobble would go a little bit off and we would be flying through space without a suit.
Naked, as it were.
Yeah, as it were.
So here we
Sheila,
are.
the things you say.
Flying through space, naked, communing with one another, eating wonderful food.
Yes, food, please.
How does it get any better than that?
You
Practically
express
speechless.
gratitude for it.
Yes.
It gets better with every bit of gratitude.
Yes.
And so, you know, we had gratitude at Thanksgiving, and now we have community, and we have hope for the future.
And we have presents, so we can be present for our presents.
Yeah, the only present I want is your presence. Right?
Well, look at us. We've got it right here. So this this solstice, are there any particular practical things that someone could initiate? Is there, you know, could they start seeding for the new year? Is it too early?
It's not too early. It's perfectly the right time to volunteer in some kind of way.
Yeah.
Even I mean, if you're a kid watching this and you're under 12 or 13, help mom in the kitchen. If you're a grandpa, take care of the grandkids. Let the grandma have a little bit of time away from apron string pulling by the kids, you know, do all that kind of stuff. Go out into the food banks, go out into your community, find out what is really needed in order to help people survive, if you will, but also spiritually grow, because you know, the happiness in a person's eye when you give them something they really need without asking anything in return is just an amazing experience. And this is time to have that and to spread it, you know. It's like a little fire. You light it up and let it go, let it spread around.
So this solstice, we're kindling the care. I really like that. I appreciate that a lot. We're doing give back without an asking. So I bet that everyone has at least one coat in their cupboard that they haven't worn for more than a year. Take that coat out, give it away. And don't look for a return to come from the receptor, from the person you're giving it to. Just watch where else it comes from. Because the beautiful thing about giving and not wanting that equal reciprocity right there.
Try that word again.
I'm going to reciprocity right here. So the reciprocity right here is that you leave yourself wide open to receive from anywhere.
Exactly.
Oh, I love that idea.
If you want to have something, empty your pockets and then something will come into them.
So there's a beautiful tarot card. It's the Four of Pentacles. And the person is sitting in a throne, a chair, on a bench, and underneath the feet is a pentacle underneath each foot. On the chest, this person is holding it, and one above. So there's that not able to receive anything because the hands aren't
hands are
open.
full.
Yeah.
Yes.
So everybody, as you're watching this, just go ahead and clench your fists up. And can I put anything in there? Go ahead, give it a go.
No, I can't. Well, mine are clenched.
Yeah, see, there you go.
You can't even
So
cooperate.
hang with people who have open hands and open hearts. How that?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything else? Any other gifts you want to give my peeps?
I think the best gift that you can give your peeps is Sheila Says So.
Oh, yes. And I just want to source that. So I was looking for a name for the upcoming year. Like last year was Gratitude Genie. This year it's Sheila Says So. And as I was casting about for that, I said to Ray, what am I going to call it? And he says, well, of course, Sheila Says So. So we ran with that. We've been doing it for a year. It's wonderful. People
Good.
are enjoying it.
Good.
And so I'll be hitting you up later for one of those more words for what's coming next year.
Okay. Well, tune in for that.
I will, and
You
they
know,
can too. So where can...
It's going to be an amazing year, I can tell you that.
Oh, isn't it ever?
Well, this
really-
one, though, this is a doozy coming up. Oh, yeah.
So if you want to know more about yourself personally, get in touch with Ray. And how did they do that?
You can go to my YouTube channel. It's on YouTube. It's Ray Couture. You can email me at astroray@gmail, or you can go to my website, Astrological Perspectives, and I'll do what I can to help you out if you need it.
And the beautiful part is that when I first met this man, we were at East West Books, and I just gave him my birth date. That was it. And he was like, well, blah, blah, blah. And the things that he told me rang true. And so we've been deep friends ever since.
Absolutely.
And together we bring this to you. So bliss and blessings, everyone. Happy solstice. Bye-bye.
Bye. Shall we?
Oh, of course. For you, we do
Happy
this.
winter, Moss.